All right, America. This is Joe Simons, like diamonds. Got my brother Lukey here, and we got a pretty fun one here, don't we, Luke?
We sure do. This is gonna be an awesome one.
This is how I want to introduce this guy. To me, he's like, if you like football, he's the Tom Brady of fishing. You know, he's the guy that he's a good-looking dude. He just kills it out there. Everyone wants to be the guy. Luke, you're into soccer, right?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like the David Beckham of soccer, if you're into soccer. So, without further ado, Mr. Peter Miller, you there?
What's up, guys? Thanks so much for that introduction. You know, I saw Tom Brady during a press conference the other day, and he said, I saw a Saturday Night Live skit, and he's like, you know, is it like science computers that you guys are? And it was the funniest thing. So I appreciate half of that. Whatever that other half is, I'm not a part of that. But yeah, thank you very much. That's a great introduction. It's a pleasure to be with you guys.
No, thank you. And tell us what you're up to now. We followed you on Bass2Billfish, and obviously you're Peter Miller Fisher, and you're like an ambassador to everything that's fishing. Tell us like what you're up to and where you are and all that great stuff.
Okay, well, living down here in Miami, and I'm constantly, people think when you do a fishing show that you pretty much fish every day. And I always tell everybody that I'm not the best fisherman, and I'm not the best TV host, but I'm pretty good at marketing. So what I do is I'm constantly meeting with sponsors, getting content, photos, videos, appearances, packaging, you name it, print ads, commercial shoots, and it's just constantly building that brand to be able to do what I really love, which is fishing and getting out there and teaching people to fish, having a good time, and putting out a good show that hopefully people enjoy.
That's awesome. Well, you're doing a great job, man, and obviously got a huge brand and an awesome following too.
Thank you very much. It was really, you know, what was really cool about it is that working with my fishing team. Prior to starting a show, I started my fishing team back in 1989, and I was kite fishing back in '86, and I said one day I'm going to do a fishing show. So to be where I am now because of my fishing exploits with my team, it's really cool, and I still can't believe to this day that I can turn on TV in the morning and there's my show, and I'm watching my show, because I'll watch every show. I don't care if it's one camera, one guy catching one bass. I'll watch every single one, and then my show comes on, I'm like, whoa, I have a show? How did this happen? It's weird.
That's pretty awesome. And tell us about this Big Daddy check. I can't help but stare at behind your head.
Thing behind me, that is a check from one my team and I have been fortunate enough to be up at the podium like 120 times over our career of sailfishing and the big tournaments. We only did sailfish. And this happens to be one of 3 wins where we won the World Sailfish Championship, and they present you with that cardboard check. And it was like one of the few checks that was that even hun. You know, there's a lot of 37.986 and 34 cents, and they're kind of weird. You know, this one's like clean, neat, and I freaking love it. So it sits right in the entrance of our office here, and I get to look at it, and it motivates me. It's like, you got to fish harder.
Yeah, that's a framer right there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I was sitting there trying to count those zeros on there. I was just like, wow, that is impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. It never gets old looking at that thing.
Luke, what you got?
Yeah, I was going to say, just what would be your overall, you've been on the water a lot, what would be your most memorable day on the water? Whether it's either catching just an awesome fish or a close call with something, what would be your most memorable day?
Okay, I've told this one before. I hope who's ever listening hasn't heard it, so I don't bore them. But there's one day I dropped my son off at school. My wife was out of town, and he was probably in 3rd grade or so. Yeah, actually it was like kindergarten, so it was a while ago. And I was pulling out of the carpool, and it was either make a left to go back to my house or a right to go to my boat by myself. Didn't have any food, didn't have any drinks, and I was like, I'm going for it. I made a call. I was like, hey, can you guys walk my dogs today? I'm going out. I don't know when I'm coming home. So I make a right turn. I get to the dock, and as I'm loading my rods onto the boat, I turn on the radio, and I hear Bouncer Smith, famous fisherman out of Miami, good friend of mine, and I hear him on the radio, and he says to somebody, they're pouring through in 110 feet. I never really heard that term. I was like, pouring through. I'm like, whatever it is, it's intense. And I'm like, oh my God, I get my cast net. I brought 6 rods, my kite rod, I brought everything I had, and I get to the bait spot. I throw the cast net. I catch like 1,000,000 baits. I throw them in the well, just small pilchards. And I get out to the spot where I think I want to fish, and I pull up and I see these guys hooked up with 2 sailfish. They're by themselves. I'm by myself. I put out a spinner with a pilchard on. I hook through the nose. I cast it out. I turn around and get another rod. A sailfish is already in the air. I'm on within like 30 seconds. And I'm like, oh man, So I'm fighting this fish, and I look and I see sailfish swimming all around the boat. I throw out another one. So now I got a double header. I haven't even put out my stuff yet. And fighting the two, catch the two. Guys next to me were like, we're all like fist pumping. It's the middle of the week. It's calm. So I continue to fish. I start racking them up. And in between all that were blackfin tuna and bonitas. So I had like leader material on the floor. I had a box of hooks out. Stuff's laying all over the deck. I hook up with another one. I wind up getting to a point where I have 8 sailfish releases, and I have about 28 blackfin tunas up to 30 pounds. My hands are raw because I'm leadering with wet hands. I'm swinging them in the boat. I'm letting things go. I only kept 2 tunas. And I got those pinky cuts from leadering fish, and I'm like bleeding, and I'm no sunblock. I'm burnt. I got no drinks, and I'm like, I'm not going in. So I see a charter boat next to me, and he goes, "Hey, Peter, you're doing pretty good out there. How many do you have?" I said, 8. And I said, "How many do you have?" He said, 8. And I looked at the boat. I'm like, he's got like 8 people on that boat. I'm going solo. I'm going for the record. So he's like, "You staying out longer?" I'm like, "I don't know. Are you staying out longer?" And he's like, "I think I am." I'm like, "Okay." So we stayed out, and he finally called me. He goes, "Peter, good luck. I hope you kill him." And I said, "Well, I hope. Thank you. I appreciate it." And I didn't get another bite. So I'm like, that's it. I'm going to go home. I caught 8 by myself. How much better can you do? Blackfin tunas. I turn around. I start heading in. Sun's setting. It's gorgeous. And I just take one little peek behind me, and I see a free jumping sail. Like, when we see a free jumper, we run south of it because it's going south, and we set up. So I'm like, damn it. So I spun around, went right back out, and I put my baits out, no bite. Now it's getting dark, and I'm like, man, I'm probably not going to get one. I'm like, I'm going to put everything I got out. I put out 2 kites, I got 6 baits, and I put out 2 spinners. So now I got 8 baits out, and this family is like anchored next to me, and I'm kind of just sliding past them, all my baits out, and I just heard like, and everything pops at once, and I got like 4 sails and a blackfin tuna on, and everything's jumping, and this guy's watching me. I pull on my kites, I'm winding on fish, I got fish in the rod holders, I got the boat in autopilot chasing one fish, one goes down to the knot, and I see the rod bent like at the butt, and I'm watching that, waiting for it to pop. It never pops, the fish like turns, and I had to cut one off because it was sawing on another one, so I cut him off to salvage the other one. Long story short, I wound up catching 3 out of that pack out of 5, and I got to 11 fish, and then the 4th one, which I thought was a sailfish, turned out to be a 35-pound blackfin, and I swung that in the boat, and my boat was just like destroyed. I was destroyed. Best day of my life. 11 sailfish, 30 tunas, no food. I was emotional. I was on the bow of the boat winding up fish going, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
And I still think about it. I remember like almost crying. The boat next to me was like cheering with their family. They're like, look at that guy go. That was cool.
That's amazing.
That's hard to beat. That's an amazing day. Just even 1 year is pretty good. Much less 1 day. That's
yeah, it was cool.
I think like Seinfeld looked like a stands. We just need in this interview now on this high note. It can't get any better than that.
I got more. Bring it on. Come on.
Wait, tell us real quick. Is there any fish like on your bucket list, one that you've never caught and you're just dying to catch anywhere in the world?
Okay, I've always wanted to go for the Royal Billfish Slam. I'm 6 species in. I got the spearfish, I got the blue marlin, the white marlin, the swordfish, the sailfish, the Pacific sail, so that's 6. There's 3 more left. That's a Pacific blue, a striped marlin, and a black marlin. So one of those, I'd say probably black marlin, because that just seems to be just out of the ordinary. I kind of think I want to go for the black marlin, which may happen sooner than I think.
Australia?
I don't know. It might be down in Panama. They got everything right there. So I'm thinking that's the one.
awesome. How about if there was just one fish left that you could only catch one fish? What would it be?
Like all day, like that fun fish. I would have to say, man, I really like tuna. They beat you up and tarpon. God, it's really, I always do this. It's like bonefish, permit, tarpon, tuna. I really like tuna because the fact that you can catch that fish when they come up and they're chasing your bait and they're greyhounding at your bait and they haven't got it, they always get it on the 3rd one. And when you lock onto those and you're fighting it, and then when you get into the boat, you're going to have sushi. So it's kind of like a party and a fish, because you're going to invite your friends over. You're going to have sashimi and you're going to fight it, and it's a great photo. It's fun and it's great food.
That's great.
Yeah.
So last one before we get into questions. If you could fish with anyone living today, anywhere in the world, anybody, who would it be?
I think I have to say my daughter Emily, because she gets the same kick out of it that I get. You know, she's really into it, and she gets just pumped up on it, just like I do. And she's a hard worker. She doesn't give up. Like she could have it like on one of my shows, almost a 30-pound permit. She's 10 years old, whining on this thing, and she's never quit. And she gets so excited when that thing comes to the boat. Some people are like, "Cool, man, that was sick." You know, she's like, "Yeah!" She screams, and that's kind of the way I am with every fish. So I like that energy. I like her positivity, and she's my buddy. Of course, my son loved to fish with him, but he doesn't love fishing as much as she does. So she's more of a fishing partner. He's more of like the workout partner and like water polo and just water sports, but she's the fisherman.
That's so cool. How old is she now?
She's 10.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool. I love that, man. Well, let's get right into it. So, as you know, my brother Luke and I are going to be giving away $5,000 of our own money to the Wounded Warriors, and we're going to be donating it 3 different chunks of whoever out of all the people we interview has the most questions right. And so far, no one's gotten close to hitting all of them. I would be shocked if anyone does, but here's your chance to give it your best shot.
Thanks for prefacing that. I like that. No one's come close, so you don't have to come close. So I don't have like these, yeah, I'm not nervous. Thank you.
We had one couple, the spearfishing couple, that they had a little bit of help because there were 2 of them there, but they still couldn't get them all right. So
yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
What is the common slang name given to a tangled line in your reel?
Bird's nest.
Perfect.
1 for 1.
You keeping track, Lukey?
1 for 1. We're
right.
on the board.
All right. Number 2, to Mr. Peter Miller. What do you call the type of fishing where oscillating motions cast out the bait?
Fly fishing.
Perfect.
He's on fire right now.
And there are some trick questions in here every once in a while.
Yeah, you kind of paused. You didn't smile right away. I'm like, was there a trick in there? Oscillating. I know of oscillating fans. Thank you, the oscillators. Okay, good.
Number 3, what is a rod's action? What does that mean? What is it a measure of, and like what is it?
It's like its elasticity, its quickness at the tip.
I'm looking for a different word, but you're close.
Say it again one more time. Read it again. I need it. We go.
What? Yeah, that's because of my crappy Wi-Fi here that you're having to deal with.
Oh yeah, I can barely hear you. Please say it again. That's why I couldn't answer correctly. Please say it again.
What is a rod's action? What is a rod's action? A measure of its what?
Parabolic abilities. Parabolic. You got the fast action. You got medium heavy action. The strength of the rod. The power of the blank. The strength of the blank. The thickness.
No, like it's a measure of its one word.
I don't know.
What is it, Joe?
It's flexibility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was saying the same thing. It's 3 for 3. We got that.
Yeah.
We're giving him a half for that. And that was tough. I wouldn't have guessed that either. Like, well, but it's coming out of one word.
I said parabolic. I think.
Yeah, he was going actually scientific on us there, Joe.
Yeah, the fact that he threw that out there, we should probably give it to him. All right, on a fly rod, what do you call the eyelet nearest the reel?
I never know that. The guide. I don't know.
I'll help you out here. So I'll ask it again. On a fly rod, what do you call the eyelet nearest the reel? It's a type of guide. What's the word it's actually called?
I don't know. That's not my level. That's not my area of expertise. I got to be honest.
Yeah, that's why we throw them all in here. We even got like a camping one here. I don't know if you camp or not, but I'll just tell you because it's a stripping guide.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that one either.
Okay. So you guys are here to embarrass me? Is that what's going on?
you breezed through the first 3 or 4. I know.
You're like, we got a ringer. Okay. All right. Keep going. This is fun.
All right. I have no idea about this one because I don't hunt with a bow. There are 3 different bow designs out there for hunting. Do you know what the 3 of them are?
Oh my God. There's a crossbow. Does that sound right? That's got to be one, right? A compound bow.
Compound, yep.
And then there's the girl on fire. What's her name? What's her name? What do they call it? I can't remember what that's called. Regular bow. Bow. Compound.
I'll tell you exactly. I never would have got this. So compound, There's a recurve design and a
That's
straight,
the one.
and a straight design.
Yeah. Okay. Straight, recurve, and compound. Okay, good. This is a learning interview. I like it.
All right, the last one you're going to get. I'm already guaranteeing that because we already talked about it. This one is a little bit tough, but I think you know the answer. If you really dig deep down, what is a moose offspring called? What is the offspring of a moose called?
Oh my God, we talked about this.
No, the last one.
Moose offspring. I want to say a calf, but
There it is. He's
hey, that was easy. I like to end on a high note. That was a good one.
Pulled the Tom Brady out there and came away. So here's the last one. So Luke, how many does he have right? 5?
We're at 4 now.
Okay, so he's going to get this one. Which marlin is the largest of the species? The white, the blue, the black, or the striped? Which one gets the biggest?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I want to say, God, I've read so many reports on fish that are caught up on long lines and 2,000 pounders that never got registered, and I'm really confused on it. I want to say the black marlin.
Right. Yeah, go with your gut, man. The fish you want to catch. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome, man.
Lead.
You're actually you're tied in the lead right now. So
Yeah, we could.
do you know Lacey Kelly, Captain Lacey, Florida Outdoor Experience?
I have heard. We follow each other on the social media. Yes, she's exactly.
Yeah, because she does a lot of hunting and fishing. So I mean, she killed it. We interviewed your boy Jeff Maggio there, the Lunker dog. He's I think in your backyard, and he was a character, man.
Yeah, he's funny.
Well, hey, Peter, man, thank you so much. I know it's about to be time for you to go to enjoy the Miami Boat Show. So, man, thank you so much, and we look forward to meeting you live one day when we're on that side of the state of Florida. And man, just keep on killing it out there, dude. You're putting it out there, making a huge impact on everyone, and we love following your stuff.
Thank you so much, and likewise, guys. Good luck with what you guys are doing on Gasparilla Island. Wounded Warriors, you guys are doing good things. So best of luck to you guys. I'll be following along, and I look forward to meeting you guys too.
Awesome. Thanks, Peter. See you, man.
Fish on.
Yeah, that's right.